What's up, everybody? Welcome back to All Things Nerdy with Nate and Joe. I'm Nate. That's Joe. Today is our monthly anime panel, so we also have Keeton and Eli with us. Also, it's going to be a really fun episode. Usually, we have like a topic that we really focus on and we hone in on and we talk. And this time, we decided let's do something different. Let's work a little AI into it. Let's have something keep us on our toes. See where we're at. So we have ChatGPT that's going to be feeding us questions, and we'll answer any questions y'all might have as well. But basically, it's going to be ChatGPT hitting us with questions, unfiltered, what they are. We're going to try to answer to the best of our knowledge and kind of go from there. So we'll see what we get. I did tell ChatGPT they need to be like opinion-based, not like what happened on episode 6 of Attack on Titan between these two. Like, it is going to be opinion-based. It's going to be really fun. I'm excited. I hope we all have some good takes and differences of opinions and we don't agree on everything. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, I think if it was like fact based, Eli would probably have the leg up a little bit just based on our episodes that we've had in the past, where he was like, "Yeah, this soundtrack from this." I was like, "Okay," but yeah, definitely glad
to be info.
Yeah, it would go Eli first, Keaton second, and me and you would fight it out to the death for third and fourth.
Yeah, I could barely remember the characters' names for Demon Slayer. I'm watching it weekly, so but super excited. But without further ado, let's talk nerdy.
Nerdy. So Eli and Keaton, you want to introduce yourself again real quick? I know that we do this once a month, so go ahead, kick it off.
Eli.
My name is Elijah, and I've been advocate for anime for, I guess, about 25-ish years now. So I still actively watch anime quite a lot. Try to keep up with the new stuff, even if it sucks. But I'm definitely big on like 90s anime, especially. So
when he was a young boy.
My name is Keaton. I dabbled in Toonami when I was younger, and I hated on it because I thought it was cool to hate on. Up until like late high school, and then I jumped back on board, and now we're here. I like pretty much, I'm not gonna say everything, pretty much everything but isekai except a few isekai. So it's about it.
We already have a comment. Here we go. Hunter says, Hunter x Hunter is the best anime for one reason. What is that one reason? Probably because it has the name Hunter in it.
The one reason is the people that believe it's the best anime out there, just fanboys / girls / people / they / whatever. There's no reason, because it should not be the best anime out there. It's just not. It's not that good. It's very average. I don't understand all the hype about it. It just blows my mind.
Should we go, Eli? What's your take on it?
Why?
What would be the reason Hunter x Hunter is considered the best?
Certainly anime? Because it's his name twice, but I don't know. Maybe because bravo.
Yeah, Hunter responds back because Nate is overrated with his takes. So, he got you.
That's fine. I get it. It's okay.
Is that your friend that does the podcast about Hunter x Hunter every single?
No, that's Joe. This is one of my buddies that I play games with, like a PlayStation stuff. So he's going to be in the NCAA league. Well, if he gets a PlayStation, he plays on PC right now. Go get a PlayStation, Hunter.
Can I play if I have an Xbox, or does it have?
Yeah, you can cross play with Xbox.
You can't
cross.
cross.
You can't.
You can't. Not Dynasty mode.
That's crazy.
We're getting sidetracked, guys. Already.
All right.
So let's kick it off. So I had ChatGPT come up with a massive list of questions, right? I just glanced through a few of them just to make sure they're kind of on par with kind of what we're looking for versus ridiculous, like crazy out there ones. And then I said, all right, ChatGPT, I want you to ask one at random. And this is what we're going to do outside of questions and comments and stuff like that, is just kind of respond to whatever ChatGPT feeds to us. And then I will kind of just be like the moderator. Like, I'll answer, but I'll kind of just pick different ones to start. That way everybody has time to think versus like just having to kick it off every time. So, but this one's easy. Good way to start off. I'm glad it randomly selected this one. If you could rewatch any anime again for the first time, which would it be and why? Let's start with Eli because you have the most probably.
What am I? I have to specify. Am I the same age as when I first watched it, or am I this old now?
You're this old.
Ah, shit.
That's an interesting thought though.
It's a good thought process.
Yeah, that makes it way harder though.
Real quick, this is a fun fact from Hunter. He said, I'm his best friend that he has never met in person. Hunter and I have been playing video games for 12 years now, I think. Never met him in person. We text, we talk. He's in my Discord. He's a moderator. All that fun jazz. So it is kind of awesome. All right. Sorry. Go ahead, Eli.
I don't know. I'm kind of trying to think of what shows really offered me something, because a lot of anime actually did sort of help usher me through my adolescence. So as an adult now, which ones would I get the best sort of guidance from? That's kind of important to me for some of my favorite shows. I might want to rewatch Fooly Cooly, honestly, because I think it was a wild ride, but still it was a lot about growing up. But I need a little chaos and anarchy in my shows too. So
all right. Fooly Cooly.
Before we get to the next person, Hunter said I'd say Fraggle Rock. I was like, what is that? So I looked it up and it looks like the Muppets.
Oh yeah, Fraggle Rock was the shit.
What? How do you know that? That can't be a common thing.
I've never heard of it before. I've never heard
80s
of it
kids,
before.
come on.
Oh my God. What about you, Keaton? One anime to rewatch, what would it be?
In lieu of not saying Attack on Titan for this, just because if I'm watching at this age, I definitely want something that can relate to me at this age. In lieu of that, I'll say Psycho-Pass.
Okay.
I mean, I can see that. It's mind blowing. Every episode, you're like, "Oh God!" I can't believe they went there.
Yeah, I just Psycho-Pass. I don't even have a reason.
Yeah. Okay. Joe.
I think I'm gonna be basic here and just go Naruto, just because I remember keeping up with you as you were watching it for the first time after I'd watched it, and just even that was very fun. And I would go back and watch some of the episodes that you were about to watch, that kind of stuff when major events were happening, and just I don't know, it was awesome.
The longer I'm away from Naruto, the more I miss it, and the better I remember it. I know it sucked the way it ended. I think it just spun out, and I didn't love the ending. And so, and I thought it was just way too long. But man, the more I'm away from it, the more it just climbs in my memory as one of the best animes ever. And if I was to rewatch it, I would watch the first Naruto and the Pain arc, and then I'd quit.
The tough thing with that is if you're just picking one show to rewatch, it's I think we're both at the point we're all at a point of our lives where we want something that we can get done relatively quickly. And Naruto at some point it's not a quick show. And then definitely towards the end of the show, 1 in every 10 episodes is a full flashback. And that's not even a filler flashback.
Yeah.
And it's redundant at the end of it.
It's bad. They should have ended it much sooner. For me, I'm not gonna try to make it's Attack on Titan. It's not even close. If I could go back and rewatch Attack on Titan without knowing what happens and what kind of show it is, especially now for the appreciation that I have for anime, I think I would love it even more. It was amazing when I didn't understand anime or what it is or the tropes or anything like that. I just appreciated it for what it was. So if I could go back and rewatch it with the knowledge that I have now, but not of Attack on Titan, I'd take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So I just thought about this. Sorry, I was kind of blanking out my first one. So Attack on Titan is the only show that I have rewatched, the only anime that I actually have rewatched. If I was to, I'm in my anime journeys where I'm actually reconsidering going back and watching something. And the two that I've been reconsidering is Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop. But mainly because I watched those relatively early on, and I felt like I couldn't fully appreciate it, especially Cowboy Bebop. Like, I know that's your show, Eli, but like, I think I would now be able to fully appreciate the art style, the soundtrack, the one-off episodes, tying it back together. To where when I watched it at that point, like, it was a really cool show, and I loved the uniqueness, but I didn't get to fully, like, to me, that was just another notch on the anime belt, and I didn't fully understand, like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's the reverse mentality of like why I wouldn't want to rewatch Dragon Ball Z now. Like, it was cool then, it'd be lost on me now.
Yeah.
Flip side, you know, like, yeah, Cowboy Bebop's probably cooler when you can sit around with like a cigar and a glass of whiskey or something like that, rather than, you know, trying to do my math homework or something.
You throw it out there, and I'm like, damn, I really fucked up. I watched it incorrectly. I did not have a glass of whiskey, you know, and all that. I think, like, I really enjoyed Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo, but looking back, and I watched them recently, I wish instead of just like watching them like from episode 1 to the end, I wish I would have kind of used them as a breakaway from whatever anime I was watching, because it's not a very consistent plot. It's just a different, you know, story adventure every week. So I wish I would have slowed down and had more of an appreciation over a longer time, using it as like a break anime than like, I want to just work through this, because that's what it was. Because I'd seen the live action of Cowboy Bebop, don't recommend it, right? And I was like, I want to watch all this. So just watching it from start to finish, I wish I had a little time in between each so I could fully appreciate it versus just jumping to the next.
That's a good point.
And it's kind of like Trigun too. Like, when Trigun ended, I was like, I wish I could keep watching more of it, right? Like, I wish I would have been a little slower and just appreciated all the weird little quirks and funny things for what it was, versus being like, all right, got to get to the next one.
Well, we got a question from Hunter. It says, from ChatGPT, if college football was an anime, which one would it be? I did do a quick Google search on this, and there is an anime based on American football called iShield 21. So technically, I mean, how much closer can you get than an anime about football?
I think it would still be like Dragon Ball GT or something. Or no, maybe like Kai. Because everyone's just overpowered with inflated stat numbers for absolutely no reason, and it's dumb. So there you go.
Very top-heavy.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, just the football version of Haikyuu, I'd take it.
If it were that good.
Yeah. Like, I would watch that in a second if they did the football version of Haikyuu. That'd be cool. All right. Let's go to the next one if everybody is. So,
here we go. Drum roll. What is the question going to be?
Hope we get one super weird one.
Okay. Which anime has the best world building, and what makes it stand out?
Oof.
Keaton, I'm going to go to you for this one.
That's tough.
Hey, no searches, Joe. Nobody else is searching.
I don't care. You're searching.
I'm not. I'm working ChatGPT.
Man, this is kind of and I may think of something later, somewhat of a cop-out. I've only and this is going to sound insane, I've only seen 370 episodes of this. I've only seen 370 episodes of One Piece.
Only.
So I'm like not even a third of the way through.
Jesus, that hurts me to think about.
But I will say that I think that, like, I think I went into One Piece expecting it to be like Naruto or the Big Three or Bleach or something. And Bleach World Building is pretty cool too. And it's just like not that. So I had to rewire my brain. And so I say all this to say that the appeal of One Piece, a large appeal of it, is the world building aspect, because really it's just a bunch of pirates going on an adventure looking for this one thing, this golden treasure. And they just use that plot to create just these magical islands. And the islands are extremely cool. It is a group of friends, and it's all about, like, you know, coming of age type thing. But they do now some of the older animation, you got to get used to it. But especially if they adapted it today, some of the islands are like extremely unique and extremely cool. and the species. So they have different species for a lot of different islands too. So they do a really good job at that.
All right, Joe.
I was thinking about this, and I was torn between a couple. And the reason I was googling is I couldn't remember the name of the anime, but I typed in like the main plot or whatever. But one was Promised Neverland, just with how they set up, like, the monster-esque world. It was like a plot twist that you didn't expect, and then all chaos broke out. And the other one was the one that Keaton mentioned earlier was Psychopaths, just because it was so like, I was like, that could happen in the futuristic type world. Like, it really could become a thing.
What about you, Eli?
Side note, a friend of mine just sent me an article like yesterday that we're growing lab-grown brains now to power a supercomputer because it uses like 100th the electricity. And I was like, have you watched Psychopaths? Because maybe we shouldn't do this.
Oh, man.
I gotta give a two-part answer. One, because I think in recent history, I just don't think anyone would probably watch this show. But there's a isekai called like That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, and it's in like season 3 or something. I was blown away by it because it is really like political and Fraggle Rock. It was really political. It has a ton of characters, but it still gives everyone a good personality, which I think a lot of shows will introduce a lot of characters and then you'll just never hear from a bunch of them ever again. This show keeps everyone involved. There's like social economics. They're doing, they're trying to sway different people to sign treaties with whomever or whatever. So I just think it's a very good, like, realistic take on like what would happen if someone with advanced knowledge came in and like created their own country in a fantasy world, which roughly would be the premise of that show. But throwback, I gotta say, Gundam, like Gundam Wing and stuff, because those were like super involved, different planets, different factions, different societies, political. There's people trying to undermine each other. It was always taken very seriously. There's like always the main characters, of course, but they were always sort of not really what was going on. Most screen time just went to people having conversations about what was happening in the backdrop, who's trying to overthrow who or blow up the space base or whatever. But it was pretty impressive. And I mean, that's older stuff now, but I still watched Gundam Wing when I was growing up, and that's a show I could rewatch now because it was definitely very lost on me because it was so in depth and like complicated.
Okay, makes sense. I think for me, I have two answers, right? One, as a kid, like, I loved the world of Pokemon. Like, I was just in it 100%, every part of it, every aspect of it. I would go out in the yard and pretend I was catching shit when I wasn't, and stuff like that. Like, I love Pokemon, and I think they do just such a good job, like, putting you there in the world of Pokemon, the training, the people, the towns, the adventures, the villains, like, all of it. I think it's great. And then, if I was to not say Pokemon, I'd probably say Psychopaths, just because like the world feels chaotic. You feel like the energy from watching the show, and it's because of the world, it's because of the cop cars, the lights, every aspect of it is just like it's kind of unnerving of like how well it's done, but also like the relatability of it, like, oh shit, like this could be possible.
I think it's hard to pick just one though, just because like a good anime, like that's part of the anime is the way they build out the world and the setting up for the story, that kind of thing. So I find it interesting that everyone had something like top of their mind and ready to go.
Yeah. So this is one that I'm excited about, and I'm glad that it picked it. And because I think this is just a fun one that can be answered a million different ways. And it is, what side character would you want to see an MC arc of?
Ooh.
Joe, we're going to kick it to you for this one to start us off.
What's Naruto's dad's name?
Minato?
Minato. Yeah, 100% Minato.
Okay,
I want a whole show about him.
I can see that. I would watch that.
Yeah.
Although, he's almost overpowered though. The Yellow Flash, people feared
on.
him. Like I feel like it would kind of be. That's like it's not even plot
No.
armor when you're just that strong compared to everyone else.
You
He
gotta see how he got there. You
Nah,
gotta see how he got
sacrificed
there.
himself.
So, Joe, you know that they're actually so they created a poll not too long ago and sent it out. The creator of Naruto and asked who they would want a little side series of, and Minato was the number one voted, and so they're doing a 4-episode Minato special.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, so you are gonna get your wish, actually.
Keaton, what about you?
I think Hiei. I think I would want Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. I freaking love some Hiei. There's like a whole mystery behind him. His power's cool as shit. Like he doesn't really give you much. I don't know. Hiei's like just out of all of the like main side characters of all the shows, Hiei is my favorite.
I don't know. He's kind of broody and like the Sasuke of Yu Yu Hakusho, really.
Oh, boo.
Sasuke.
Sad boy.
The disrespect from your way. Jesus.
I would actually like the Sasuke.
No. Get him out of here. Bro. Get him out. We ain't
Keaton's
doing
good.
bullshit.
Keaton has dropped
in
from
Boruto, Sasuke is cool.
I mean,
You like Sasuke and Boruto.
I don't know. It's gonna take
I don't
a
know
lot.
if I'd go that far.
It's gonna take a lot for me to overcome my hatred for Sasuke.
He's a little whiny.
What about you, Eli?
Would we all hate Sasuke as much though, if not for Sakura though? Like, I mean, I feel like she really drove it home there.
Yeah, well, I put that in the combination with Naruto. I gotta go find Sasuke. I gotta go. Like, just bro,
Not
like,
to buy
calm down. To calm down. He don't want to see you. Do something else. Fill your time with something else, bro.
True.
So, what about you? Where you at, Eli?
That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I mean, all the shows, all the side characters. I could go with like Radical Edward from Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah,
Because it would just be like nonsense all the time.
That would
like,
be fucking amazing. I
who
would
wouldn't
watch
watch that?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, and that's like a fan favorite character from the show too, you know. So yeah, that would be easy for somebody to do. Where is this show? Come on.
Yeah, I would watch that immediately. For me, I have two, and it's going to be Garu from One Punch Man. But the caveat to that is it must be the same world as One Punch Man, right? Like I don't want to take him out and do something different with him. Like I just want him in that world doing the same shit over, and I would just watch it nonstop. It is amazing.
Gar is funny.
Yeah, I love him. And then the next one is Kurapika because he's a badass, and Hunter x Hunter just did not give him the attention that he deserved.
I mean, if they ever come back to it, the whole next arc is about him. So
I would watch that.
The rumor mill is churning.
You know, I think a Zolik family show would be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I would like the Zolik family show. That would be dope.
Just going, watching their shenanigans and all the different assassinations they have to.
Yeah, give me a backstory on this wish-granting little sister. Like, where the hell did this even come into play?
Right,
bro. Right? Like, just we need this. Pop, there it is. You know, like we need this very specific one thing. We've had it in the basement the whole time, guys.
What an odd thing to have never mentioned existed.
We got a comment from Chris that says it would be Kento Nanami for me from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Nanami would be cool, yeah, or Toji. Toji, right? The one that doesn't have the power that's actually able to stab Gojo. So I would watch one of him. I would watch one of freaking like Gato before everything. God, there's so many characters from JJK that I would like watch.
Yeah, it'd be cool just to see all those stories.
I just remembered one. Lemillion.
Oh, dude.
I mean, what's he been up to this whole season, right? Let's just get a backdrop of that.
back for a second.
I feel like that would I love Lemillion. Y'all know I fuck with Lemillion. Like he was the first statue I ever bought. I feel like it would be just too clean of an anime, right? Like he would never do anything wrong. It's just it would just. I think it would get boring
until he does.
Each episode would be like, "Is this the one?" And it just never happens, and then you're left like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. All right, so here we go. Which side character had the best comedic moments or provided the best comic relief in the series? That's kind of tough. There's a lot of those.
Yeah, there's a ton. I mean, I know Nate's favorite is it Juicehead? I can't remember his name. The guy with the purple balls on his head. Grape Juice. Yeah, that's your favorite, right?
I mean, he's of my hero. I think he cracks me up. He is super inappropriate and it's just ridiculous. But for my hero, he cracks me up. But I think overall, my favorite probably has to be Edward from Cowboy. They're just amazing. You die laughing with everything they do. Every time they're on screen, it's good. You laugh. It is constant. Yeah, sorry, I just got lost in whatever. Go ahead, Joe.
I was going to Fritz said a comment was about the previous about Lemillion shows. It might be Happy Not Enough Violence, but maybe a show of him breaking his code like a Green Arrow. I mean, we might be giving some anime people some ideas to make a bunch of money at this point.
So, Eli, I took Edward from you. So, where are you going now? Let's go to you.
I couldn't list them twice. That's tough. I mean, I do watch a lot of comedy style anime, but even so, man, yeah, how would there just be one? So I do actually love Konosuba, which is just an obnoxious, silly show. Every character is hilarious and random. So I would probably say I just pick any character from Konosuba, but Megumin is definitely a fan favorite in the anime world. But then the Crusader chick, who's bizarrely masochistic in that show, everyone makes me laugh hysterically. That show is just if I need to pick me up, that's the one for sure.
Keaton, what about you?
I'm blanking out on his name. I'm really bad at names. The mentor from Mob Psycho, Reagan.
Oh, Reagan, yes.
Reagan. I freaking love Reagan. I think Reagan is the best part of that freaking show.
Honestly. 100%, dude. He is an S tier character. Easy. It's not even close. He's so good.
And his character development ends up being incredible. But yeah, he's just somebody who's a lot of the funny stuff in anime can be trope stuff, but his stuff is just it's just my sense of humor, man.
No, I'm here for it. That's a great choice. I can get behind that. I want to take back mine. I'm going with Reagan. I'm just kidding. Joe, what about you?
I'm gonna keep it super simple, and it's just because I'm watching the show right now. But there's this little bird in Black Clover that follows the main character around, and it cracks me up, man. It does what a bird does, pecks him, steals stuff, that kind of thing. But every time it shows this bird, I'm laughing at it because it's super simple. And they even named the bird and that kind of thing because it's not going away, that kind of thing. But they named it Nero, and I'm just I like this bird. And maybe it's because I have a parrot too. That's probably because I also have a little bird that does some of the same stuff that bird does in the show.
God, I hate your bird so much.
It's
Asta hates his bird as well.
Joe's the only person that can relate to that bird somehow. Joe, I know I've texted you this, but if you like the early episodes of Black Clover, that's the biggest gripe is people talk about how terrible the beginning is. It gets way better. I didn't really like it until I was 90 something episodes in.
Well, I'm 28, 29 or something like that. And yeah, it's definitely tropeful, very, very tropeful, but it's interesting. So
no, it's decent, but it gets really good, actually, really good.
We got a couple comments. We got a comment from Cazador HR says Saitama from One Punch Man. I don't know
He's
if that
the main character.
classifies as a side character, but I mean,
He's
he is a comedic
One of the
relief
funniest
character
characters, yeah.
that is pretty funny. So
He is the main
can't knock
character and the side character of his own show, right? Like, oddly enough, they do it so well. Like, he is the One Punch Man, but also like they focus on a lot of other people. He could just kind of chills until he's like, all right, normal punch, get out of here.
Yeah, consecutive normal punches.
Yeah. All right. Which anime rivalry do you find most compelling, and what makes it stand out? Let's kick it to Keaton first.
Damn.
Oh man, this is tough.
Yeah. If I'm just thinking off the top of my head, actually two. Light versus L, and is it L? Yeah. And then Lelouch versus, I forgot the other dude's name. Those two.
Okay. Lelouch and geez, I should know Code Geass stuff. It's
Yeah.
Lelouch and
Another one too. I've started another one too that I love, but hopefully one of y'all say it. Both of those, just because it's like, it's just a pure tactical mind game the whole time. Like, obviously violence gets thrown into each of those, but it's just like it's not your typical Naruto versus Sasuke or, like whatever. Just your typical, it's not Gon versus P2 or anything like that. Like, you killed somebody I know, now it's whatever. It's just like, and also their hatred behind everything has the part, Light's hatred that has no purpose. He just wants to kill people. But just the actual, like, the thoughtfulness of the rivalry that went into it from the writers, it makes it just appealing.
my biggest issue with Death Note is how they did Light wrong. L wrong, not Light. Sorry, L. Like, I don't understand I'm trying to avoid spoilers. Why they did what they did to L. It was just confusing. Like, I was so hyped and excited to see how it was going to play out between the two for them to do what they did and to bring in just a kind of, in my opinion, an unlikable replacement. I was just like, why?
Yeah, the series definitely took a hard turn after that. Like, they did not handle that correctly at all.
I just don't know why they did it.
Why did they bring in just like a washed out copy of?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it was just
why
like,
didn't you just do something else?
Yeah, it was literally the same character, just an unlikable version of him,
Yeah.
So,
Also, on that note, I hated the way that Mikasa was always treated as well. So that kind of bummed me out. The blonde in that show.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That was terrible. So, Joe, what about you? Where are you at?
So I'm gonna. You guys probably wouldn't have guessed this one, but I'm gonna say Ash Ketchum and Gary Oak, because all the different Pokemon games that you played, like you relive that every. I played every Pokemon game that came out, and I got to relive that every game. So it's just like cemented in my brain. You got to have your rival that starts out and chooses the one that your Pokemon is weak against, like.
that was quite literally the picture of a rival. It's like your rival. Your rival.
It is what I think of. Like, everybody's like, what is a rival? What's the first thought when rival comes to your mind with anime? Ash and Gary. Yep, 100%. Like, that's true. I don't know if it's the most compelling, but like, it's definitely like, it's there. You think about it a lot. What about you, Eli?
I'm thinking my favorite, definitely in recent history at least, was Hinata and Kageyama, the two like sort of main characters from Haikyuu, which that show also did a great world building job. But those two characters are great for me because it's a very physical show. Obviously, it's about sports. They push each other. They like never give each other a break at all, and it's hilarious. They can just like give each other a side eye, and the show makes it funny, and I'm cracking up. But they really do like push each other to sort of like superhuman skills.
I guess it's super realistic too, though, because it's
right,
related.
Which is, I think, the thing that makes a show like that more intriguing. Because you're like, "Whoa, could this really happen?" Like, I don't know. But
We got one from Fritz. It says, I feel like Vegeta and Goku was awesome, but the writers are not willing to give Vegeta the edge. I mean,
true.
Sure,
Unless he's sold.
plot armor.
I like his point about L though. It's like L's probably too much for the writers to keep up with. Like that show really was so well thought out. It blew my mind. I thought at the time it was one of the best things I'd ever seen from like just a writing standpoint. So yeah, maybe the writers just burned out and they're like, I gotta take a break.
For 18 episodes, it was like the greatest show ever.
Yeah.
But the problem is they didn't even get away from him. They just made a worse version of him. So like they had to do the same thing. But then they had to be like, okay, but how can he just be less awesome? I guess, right? Like the dude had it on paper. They're like, okay, if we make a new character, let's like pros and cons, their skills and not skills, right? They're like, let's take all of these and put them here. Personality minus con. Bam, new character. We got it. You know. So, and for me, the problem going last is like I was like initially, so I have my list of animes that I've watched that are helping me like kind of come up with some of the answers. And Ellen Light was going to be there, but it was said by Keaton. So I'm going to go in a different direction. I got one that's a bullshit answer, and then I got my real answer. My one is Saitama and Garu, and Saitama didn't even know they were rivals, right?
Right.
But my real one, and to me, like because of how well it was done, because of how the story was told, it is just crazy good. It is so compelling. Thorfinn and Askeladd. I don't know if it's even close. To me, it's them and then any other one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought of as well. That's as well written out as anything that we mentioned.
Because like it's a rival, but at the end of the day, Askeladd thinks of him kind of like a son, right? And like it's just I don't know, dude. The way they did it was just so good, so good.
Well, yeah, and then Thorfinn thinks of Askeladd as a father.
Yeah,
because he loses his dad. Yeah, it was. That's good.
Okay.
Fritz had another comment while you're bringing up the next question. Fritz says, it felt like they wrote him so well that it started to become he needs his own show now, which was freaking great. And he was talking about L. So.
He could use his own show. That would be a good side character to get his own show.
Yeah, give some backstory, previous cases. You could go on forever with that.
Yeah, dude, just like you could like Cowboy Bebop it, like a different monster of the week, and it's just L solving them, working through it, figuring out. I mean, there'd be a lot to throw in. Like, you know, if they did each one a week, you would have a lot of like skips, I guess. But dude, like listening to it would take some like top-notch writers to really be able to walk you through how he solves everything in 20 minutes consistently.
I guess, yeah, that would be well. Yeah, the challenge might be to drag the episode out to a full-length episode with how smart he is on solving.
Or to be continued, like two-part episodes. Oh, I hate those so much.
Yeah,
you got to wait a week for the second part. All right, what's ChatGPT got for us, Nate?
If you could choose one anime power or ability, what would it be, and how would you use it in real life?
Oh God!
Who have we not gone to? Let's go to Joe. Joe, if you had one ability, what would it be, and how would you use it?
Oh man, this is.
It's like a million to choose from.
I know there's so many. Like, how am I supposed to just automatically pick? I guess Shigaraki's ability to heal himself.
How often do you heard that you can do that, Joe?
I want to live my YOLO, Nate. I can't do things I want to do because I'm afraid of getting hurt, Nate. So if I
jump off a bridge, let's see how it feels.
I want to skydive. I want to do all kind of crazy stuff.
And you can safely do those things. Joe's like, I wonder what it feels like to be shot in the arm. Go ahead, do it.
Look, I could be the superhero that the world needs if I had Shigaraki's regenerative abilities. Okay, leave me alone. It's the first thing that popped in my head, other than the ability to teleport. Okay, and that was just too much of a cop out, so I had to go to my second.
You make me think of the bicyclist on One Punch Man. Like he can't do anything, but like he makes it through every fight, right? So that's why you're like, I could be the superhero the world needs. Like, no, you're just gonna get your ass beat, right? But you're gonna be fine. I guess you can keep them busy until the cops get there, but you have no super strength. You're just gonna be there, like they're gonna punch you. You're gonna be like, yeah, look, black eye gone. What up? You're gonna have to like mentally fuck with them in order to get the dub, Joe. You're gonna have to be like, who's the craziest one? You know, the guy that like slaps himself, breaks his fingers before the fight, just to like really fuck with you. So you know that you're walking into some shit. I feel like that's what you'd have to do, Joe.
It would work, whatever, okay?
It would work. Pretty sure Mike, the situation did that on Jersey Shore.
Eli, what about you?
We got a comment that says that's a great side character with the bicycles.
Are you seriously like my favorite character in One Punch Man? Come on.
And we got Justin Wood that says lame but Naruto shadow clones, which will give you an awesome ability to learn quickly and be a serious workforce all in one.
That is true. 100%. Definitely
going
to be the one I took. So now I got to think of something different. And I thought I was going to cop out with it. So appreciate you, cutting me off at my knees. That's fine.
Yeah, like how super powered do we want to go with these things? It's ridiculous.
Think like, I don't know. I was thinking like My Hero, like you can only pick one, so you can't be like a Super Saiyan because they're super strong.
Right.
They can fly.
You can't pick all for one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you some time, Eli. So
yeah, thanks.
I got you. I would want to be Mob.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Damn, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So for the people who haven't seen it, what is Mob's superpower?
He's like essentially a psychic, but his psychic powers, until he really learns to control them, goes up based on his anger. But essentially, he's just a psychic. Like he's just freaking Captain X with legs.
With legs.
Rude.
But he's like the most humble guy ever.
Fred says he would like Batman's infinite money cheat code.
Let's not get on the Batman train. Nate's going to talk for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, and then we got Marshman says grape juice is definitely something for Nathan Walker. There you go, Nate.
I think he's funny. I don't get it.
No, you have talked him up every episode so far.
He cracks me up.
Good he is.
He's also kind of coming in clutch right now.
Is he?
What?
Did I miss something?
Yeah, did I miss something? I don't remember him being...
Okay. Or no, I'm thinking of Frog Girl.
Yeah, okay. I was like, wait, I don't remember grape juice currently. Like, what do you do?
Loop them together.
Yeah. Eli, back to you.
All right. I got it. And it's a good one. Edward Elric.
No, I should have went third. God damn it.
Boom. Whatever I want. Done.
But there's a price you have to pay though.
Okay, well, we're grandfathering me into the post-murdering my family sort of stuff, and then I just have the powers.
I would take Eren Yeager's Elder Titan and just be able to see the past, the present, and the future all at one, just know everything. And I would use that and make the world a better place and just do a lot of
become Batman at that point.
Oh, be like, bro, look, off that and Psychopaths, and like I just become all of it because I'll be like, bro, I know you're about to make I know this crime is about to take place. I'm gonna stop you now. Karate chop, right? Like, I'm sorry. Now I'm getting arrested for assault, but I saw that coming, so I left after so.
I don't know that. I feel like you could probably someone has that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but someone probably has that ability without you having to become a Titan. But
I mean, no, I want the Titan ability, Joe. Yeah, that or like the Beast Titan's ability to throw everything on the dime. I would be out there pitching for the Yankees, right? Just throwing heaters, son, left or right. That would be me. Let's see if we get another one.
We got a few comments while you're pulling it up. Fritz says Nathan's the reason why inflation went up with that power. Yep. But he would see that coming. So what would you do to that?
Yeah, exactly.
And then Martian says that Eli is the champ.
Everybody loves Eli. Everybody's just here for Eli. We got to replace Eli.
I'll put on a disguise next time. It's fine.
This is not Eli. This is someone else.
My name is Roberto.
Roberto.
My name is Jeff.
Why are you doing that accent?
So this one is I feel like this one's kind of basic. Which anime character do you think had the most surprising character arc and why?
Surprising.
Yeah, like that's kind of tough. Oh, I have an answer. I want to go first.
Go ahead.
Askeladd. Top it. Beat it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you kind of have to think of like who had a big reveal, you know?
Yeah, Askeladd.
Yeah.
Well, Marchman throwing some shade at Nate.
Well, at me and Keaton. He left Keaton off.
Well, I think he's just talking about like the regular series, not the special monthly one. I think just off the top of my head, Vegeta. So when this character's first introduced, comes evil, bad guy, bad man. By the end of the show, he's shacked up with a human, having babies.
Bangin' Bulma. Am I allowed to say that?
You did, so.
What about main? I'm so bad at names. I'm sorry. Main character from Neon Genesis.
Oh, Shinji Ikari.
Yeah, Shinji. Oh. If we can go movies here, I'm going main character from Akira.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know his name either.
Kaneda,
yeah.
Eli knows everyone's name.
I only know because when you go to conventions, or it used to be, someone would yell Kaneda, and some random person would say Tetsuo, and you just get into a shouting match forever. It's one of those things like I lost the game sort of a thing in the public.
You should watch that movie if you haven't, Nate and Joe.
I have not. We got a few comments. Fritz says Get to reveal was really cool for me. And then Justin Wood says Code Geass threw me a curve back in the day.
Yeah, dude, I love Code Geass. I think it's so good. It's still top 5 anime for me. It's so great. And then Gato reveal. Or you mean like what the brain thing in Gato, or am I? I don't know. Anyways, another question. This one's a little difficult. It's a little different and a little difficult, and mostly because I have no idea the difference in animes. I'm gonna really fucking struggle with this one. What anime character do you think would make the best main protagonist in a different genre, e.g., a shonen character in a slice of life anime? I don't even know what half that shit means. So.
Yeah, that one's tough. While we think on that, Fritz clarified how we thought humans would be like the non-sorcerers, right? Like I was going to eliminate them all.
Yeah, I think Gato is very relatable. The dude just didn't like where the world was, right? It is what it is, Like when you were seeing his struggles and everything, you kind of relate and understand.
We got a super off the wall Kane as Undertaker's brother. Huge reveal. Hell in a Cell match. Taker versus Shawn Michaels.
Oh my god,
that came out of left field. Wow. If wrestling was an anime, which one would it be?
Oh, Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Does anybody want to take this one? Because I honestly have no idea.
Okay, so shonen anime is all of your big One Piece and Dragon Ball Z. It's the adrenaline rush, action scenes, Jujutsu Kaisen, every one of those that you're screaming at your TV and everyone's powering up. That's shonen. And then slice of life is, you could almost not really. slice of life. I don't know how many you guys really watch, but it's like characters in middle school and just their daily little tribulations, and they're kind of feel good. They're a little melodramatic sometimes. So basically, slice of life though is almost always just real world scenario. There's nothing crazy or otherworldly going on. It's just people living, and there's always that like real nostalgic feel with those shows. Sometimes there's some humor and stuff, but yeah.
Okay, then I have an answer.
Fire away.
Toto. I think Toto would be great in a slice of life, just because like it's kind of just who his fucking character is anyways. Like, what do you like in girls? We're gonna be best friends, brother. Like, I think he would just be great in anything, honestly.
Just relentless positivity.
Yeah. So that's my answer.
Oh, someone put an interesting answer. It says Pokemon in Hunter x Hunter. I mean,
Oh god.
there's some crazy monsters.
That's the Chimera ant or Chimera
I hope Charizard just kills all the ants. The ants are like the worst written villains ever.
Charizard, use flamethrower.
I got one. I don't even know I don't know what this genre is. I wouldn't consider it a shonen. Koro Sensei from Assassination Classroom in a shonen or anything else, actually.
Okay. No idea. But I feel like it's a good one.
Eli, have you watched Assassination Classroom?
I've watched a couple episodes. I know the gist of it, but wouldn't that be like, would it be toned down then? Do you want him to be like a sincere character? Or?
I don't know, because he's funny and he jokes around in the show.
Yeah, in its own way. Oh, well, I guess dark humor would be that show, right?
Dark humor is that show. Slow burn, ending rivals every other ending in anime.
Okay. I'll get back on it. I mean, it's one of those shows where like, it was big on the radar for its time and then just never finished it.
Only anime, well, I'll say maybe Naruto. Only anime that's ever made me cry while I'm watching the show.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Amen. Well, how about wow, I'm so super blanking. Demon Slayer. Put him into any classroom setting. He'll be the most likable guy, class president.
Tanjiro, yeah. It
Tanjiro,
would almost be boring. It would almost be boring. Yeah. Because
you guys have your support characters.
No,
I mean, you could throw
put Inosuke in there.
Yeah, you could throw Inosuke.
Yeah. I would be here for that. I love Inosuke. I'm good with that.
Why? Dude, he just yelled.
It's amazing.
I don't understand your hate.
Y'all like Inosuke.
I do.
Especially
I love Inosuke.
After the last episode of Demon Slayer, have we watched it?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Ooh,
I have not.
hang on.
No.
Hang on. Put
No
Inosuke in the bodybuilders club of Mob Psycho. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
With the boar's head still, though.
Wow.
100%.
After this last episode of Demon Slayer, you're going to turn to who I think is a better character than Inosuke.
No.
Zenitsu? Is that who?
Yeah, Joe, yes, you are. Are you crazy?
I don't know. I like Inosuke.
No.
Nate, watch the episode tonight.
I got to wait on my wife. We watch it together. So.
Wait, did the new one come out?
Yeah, the one that was
it came out
this
Sunday.
weekend.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. I've been waiting forever to get the backstory on this character.
It's like 40 minutes long. It's longer than the other ones.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Well, they got to do something because we only got like 2 episodes left to make shit happen.
So, then they're doing one more like almost hour-long episode, and then I think they're doing 3 feature films to end the show.
We got to really start monitoring who we let in our chat rooms.
Feeling the heat over there, Nate?
Nate always letting the boys down.
That's
Fritz, me to Nate.
Damn.
Nate, why are you getting all this hate, man?
Every group needs its villain. I'm just going to lean into it. All right.
Draymond Green.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, man.
All right. We got 5 minutes left. We're going to try to keep it to an hour. I think a lot of us are going to say the same one on this. Eli might have something different, but I feel like me, Keeton, and Joe might all agree on this. Even Eli might. Which animated character do you think had the most impactful ending, and why did it resonate with you? Anybody want to take it? I can take it if you want me to.
Yeah, I don't know who you think we're all going to think of.
Jiraiya.
Very
He is the reason Naruto can defeat Pain.
But end of the show?
No.
Didn't you say
What
end of
anime
the show?
character do you think had the most impactful ending? So what character had the most impactful ending?
That makes sense.
I mean, I guess you could also argue like Gon because he got pissed for 2 seconds and, you know, and I mean, I guess technically he helped save the world there, but whatever.
I mean, no, not really, because that could have not happened and the ending would have stayed the same.
Yeah, because the show is.
Yeah. The answer is nukes, guys. Obviously. Come on. That's it. That's what we learned there.
Man, I'm trying to think. Like another one from Naruto that was a really impactful, like I guess, ending was Asuma. Like, just not just for the show, but how like you felt watching the show and the episodes that it had like after. Like, that's one that will always be like, seared into my mind.
Shikamaru's growth out of Asuma's death was like you see him going from kind of innocent, lazy. You see him like take that step to, okay, this is war. We have to do what's necessary. Also, you see the first time like his anger, his emotions, him like talking to his throat. Like the Asuma death was huge.
Yeah. Before you go, Keaton, I have the death that changed, like set up the whole thing for all of anime. Eli, you know what I'm going to say. Krillin, his first death.
His
It didn't mean anything at the end of the day.
But it didn't mean anything at the end of the day. But his death caused the first ever Super Saiyan.
That's pretty impactful.
That's true.
That is
Which, as many times as I've gone back and rewatched that scene too, I'm like, that happened pretty quick. They didn't really draw that out too much or anything. It's kind of like,
weird.
no, gone. Like, what? And then 20 minutes of Goku screaming.
Literally.
But it changed the entire world. That one death impacted like the whole like all of anime, not just
I think
one
that's
anime.
the definition of the question to a T. That's it.
Fritz says it would be Dragon Ball, any of them, Krillin. I guess I took his answer.
Go ahead, show the next one, Joe. Fuck it. Why not? Throw it out there.
Marchman's results from today. Eli first, Joe Keaton second, the fake piano behind Keaton third. Joe's ever-changing stuff in the background gets an honorable mention, and then Nathan. Oh, man.
When we play Call of Duty next, I'm not buying your ass back. Just so you know, Marchman, you are going to stay dead. I will like throw grenades at you and try. I will like ping you for the enemy. I will just run by shoot. Like, you're going to die on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And then Justin Wood says Mikazuki from Iron-Blooded Orphans sacrificing his body to fight on the front lines.
I feel like that's an Eli. Eli, you know that one?
I haven't watched Iron-Blooded Orphan.
Okay.
Sounds like something else.
Sounds super cool though.
Yeah, that does sound awesome.
Yeah, like I've got one that stands out in my mind, but like no one's gonna fucking know this shit. So
Throw it out there anyway.
Yeah, throw it out there.
okay, so I have two, but one's kind of sort of a spoiler. I'm gonna say it anyway. So the one that popped in my mind first was like I think it was episode 1 of Blue Exorcist, which I do really like Blue Exorcist. I thought it was a really like gripping show. It was fun. The characters were cool. It's a nice little short shonen. But I think it was the first episode was like, I was shocked at how much I cared about this character passing away. But like, I'll just say the main character's dad like dies really poorly. And it kind of sets off the main character as like a bastard son of Satan, basically. And that gives him his mission to like, I'm gonna go kill Satan now because his dad was like a priest that took him in and still gave him a good life, and things go sideways quickly. That one really hit me, and I was like, wow, it's like one episode. How did I care so much? But they did it really well in the show, especially. And then the other one for me, because it's one of my favorite shows and it's very relevant to that, This comments are out of control. I think Steins Gate, and that is a spoiler a bit, but like the number 2 character, like sort of the little sister / romantic interest character, is sort of what that whole show ends up being about, and it's devastating to watch, but it really does still make the show what it is. And that was a big one for me.
Okay. So we're right on time. Do you want one more or you want to call it?
Did Keaton answer? Yeah, Keaton didn't answer.
Oh, I thought you said yours. Sorry, Keaton. Go ahead, man. That's my bad.
I'm not going to mention one of them, but I'll say one is Irwin. 2 is Thor's. The impact that Thor's had in 4 episodes in Vinland Saga is insane. Actually, that's the side character I want a background story from, too.
Dude, I would watch that in a...
Honestly, Thor's may be my answer to everything.
Yeah. Thor's was such a good I would watch that in a second. If they released it right now, I was like, Nate, you can only watch that or any other anime. I'd be like, I'm gonna watch that. Right now.
100%. I was talking about I'm not watching The Boys anymore.
The Boys kind of sucks right now anyway, so fuck The Boys.
That episode got a little better, but
now put Thor's in the slice of life middle school room with the after school clubs.
We have a few more comments. Casual HR says Nate is the softest anime villain of all time.
I don't even know what I do to deserve this.
And then Marshman says that we should do one more question. So
Marshman, you want to hit us with a question or shall ChatGPT it? Thor's is a good answer. God, because it really it changes Thorfinn, right? Yeah. Although I do shout out to Thorkel, still one of my favorite characters all time of anime. I want to say I'd watch an anime of him, but it would literally just be it would be fighting for fighting's sake. It'd just be like, fuck you, fight me to the death right now. And then him murdering everybody and then talking about how honorable and awesome it was that he got to kill everyone.
I just started playing Elden Ring for the first time. I kind of want to make a Thorkel build.
Dude, I support you in that, and I would love to see it. And that makes me want to get Elden Ring and do it as well because that's fucking awesome. Okay, this is kind of different. This feels much more up Eli's alley. I don't know if this is a great one to go out on. This would have been a good one in the middle.
Well, let's vote on it then.
Huh?
Let's vote on it then.
Just say it, and then we'll all say if we.
Okay, which anime has the best soundtrack, and how does it enhance the viewing experience? That is definitely an Eli, right up his fucking alley question. So let's do it.
Autism goes, yes.
I'm good with it. I listen to anime on Spotify. My wife talks shit to me because I'll turn on anime intros and I'll listen to it. And Steph talks mad shit to me because she thinks it's stupid, but because I don't understand anything that's being said. But
you don't have to understand it. It's what you feel. All right, we got a few comments before we let Eli kick this off because he's going to have, or maybe we should let Eli go last.
Old Cleveland Heath.
Yeah. What up, Jeff? I hope you're doing good, buddy. I haven't talked to you in a minute, man. We should connect and catch up sometime. I hope you're doing well, dude.
Then Fred says Vinland Saga. I'm trying to remember the sound.
The answer to everything.
Yeah.
Can you read the question one more time, though? I want to make sure I got this.
Which anime has the best soundtrack, and how does it enhance the viewing experience? We're going to go to Joe first, then we're going to go to Keaton, then we're going to come to me, and then we're going to go to Eli.
Okay, I'm going to just go because this is the one that I've watched most recently, right? And I felt it was My Hero. The last episode that they had and the music that they had to go along with the fight that was happening, just
Spoilers.
Well, I haven't said any names or anything.
I'm just throwing out there in case you go that route.
Yeah.
It was a in case spoilers alert.
I'm gonna try not any spoilers since the episode just happened this past weekend, but yeah, just that's what's fresh in my mind right now. And I'm not a very big anime soundtrack person. I usually skip the intros and the exits to try to get back to the show faster. But just that was powerful, and I really enjoyed the whole everything they did in that episode.
What about you, Keaton?
Bebop is the easy answer.
Yes, it is.
I'll go Samurai Champloo then.
No, I should have went second.
I won't go Samurai Champloo then. I will go with. I don't know if it's the soundtrack during the actual show, but like the OSTs, like the start and finish of it. The opener to Jujutsu Kaisen season 1, the opener and ending, like, and they're like dancing with hip hop. Like, I thought that was so cool. So I don't know if it necessarily like added to the effect of the actual show itself, but like Jujutsu Kaisen being such a dark show, and then it ends, and then they're just breakdancing with a bunch of these colors and like crazy like live music. It's like, oh shit, okay. But yeah, I'll go with that. But Cowboy Bebop is obviously like
yeah. I think there's a lot of easy ones. Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo. Those are both because the music is so ingrained in the show. Like it is part of it, right?
Yeah,
it's not just the intro. Like, yeah, it is literally, it's a driving force in the show. It's like so the first episode of Samurai Champloo, like what caught me was the edits and the kind of the scene transitions, like with the music and like the scratching, the record scratching, and bro, like I was in immediately. But it was more of that and the art and the style. But like you take the music out of it, and I'll just be like, oh, this is kind of cool, I guess.
100%.
The music enhances it so much. Samurai Champloo is a great answer. I'm going third. Samurai Champloo is an easy one. Cowboy Bebop. I'm gonna have to agree. I think Jujutsu Kaisen, they do the music so well because it can be the most intense fucking fight scene you've ever seen, and the music is just kind of chill. It almost confuses you because you're like, it doesn't like super fit, but like you're still kind of in it. You're like, okay, cool. You know, we got some like weird like soft tones going over here. This dude getting like fucking murdered over here. It's cool, but like the way it's done is just so well done. I love the music, the intro, everything of JJK.
Eli.
Yeah, I gotta go back to Joe's answer too, because that struck me, like that caught me too, where I suddenly like I came out of what was happening in the episode and the music like swelled and I was like, oh man, like this episode was so like cinematic. And,
that episode, I said it in our group chat, right? Yeah. That episode is the most iconic fight of that show. It is the best episode of that show. It is head and shoulders above anything. Now, I don't know what's coming, right? But to date, there is nothing else that even gets close to that episode of My Hero. Honestly, like that fight will probably go down, in my opinion, as one of the best fights of anime that I have seen.
Oh, Keaton, your face looks like you don't agree. I don't know.
I don't say that. That's just a bold.
Well, I haven't watched a ton of anime, and I haven't watched a ton of like fighting anime, right? But I think understanding the characters and where they are and who they are, their backstory and everything, plus the music, I think everything just adds to it. I don't think it's one you watch a short of and be like, oh damn, right? It's one that you have to have the full context of to have a full appreciation. It's not like the Rock Lee Gara fight where you can just watch, a 2-minute clip and be like, damn. It's more like you have to have full context of everything. And if you do, to understand that fight, it's crazy.
Yeah, that episode came out of nowhere too, because it was kind of I needed that episode. I needed it to come back down to like some serious shit. So, bravo.
You got anything else, Eli? Is that where you're going with My Hero?
No. So I mean, like, obviously, Cowboy Bebop is like the shit. And there's been so many bands and spinoffs and everything of that. I think there's like 5 or 6 different soundtracks just from that show. So much music, and that came from one of like the best composers to ever grace anime soundtracks, Yoko Kanno, coming in and doing that one, which she's like the #1 music composer for anime, and I am a little surprised. Well, I mean, it's not like the best music or cup of tea, but Trigun does have a very interesting soundtrack as well.
It does.
It's all over the place, but it does add to the show because they match the scenes and things. But my vote is going back Fooly Cooly. Fooly Cooly, again, 6 episodes, so many songs. It's melodic, it's melancholy, it's upbeat, like full-on rock music, or just kind of zoning out in your feels. Like it can take you anywhere. And like if someone hasn't watched it, it's 6 freaking episodes. Like go watch it. have a laugh at the very least. But the music was some of the best I had heard. I mean, I used to collect a lot of anime soundtracks on CDs, and that was like one of the first things I bought for sure.
Fully Cool is a show that's like actually it's like literally driven by the music.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they fight with guitars and like it's
integral. Yeah, like it's like the theme of the whole show basically. Like it's not
so it is dependent on the music.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
I mean, it has humor and all that good stuff too, but like, yeah, they fight with guitars. Like it's a good choice.
Yeah.
I got a few comments. Marshman says the Demon Slayer music is great with the excitement and the lows. I think Demon Slayer does a pretty good job with the music in the show for sure.
And I think they have such a good intro. Like I've seen videos of people at like conferences where they'll like start to play it and then everybody just like gets into it and stuff like that. Like the Demon Slayer intro is great.
Yep. And Justin Wood was talking about Nobu with the composed music for Final Fantasy music, and the movies was good, and Advent Children.
Yeah.
Henri just says, "Speak English, Justin Wood," and Marsh says, "Definitely not the old Justin." Oh, Nate looks like someone else is finally getting some shade other than you.
I know, it's nice. Welcome, Justin. Appreciate you being here, buddy.
But I think we can't talk about anime music without mentioning an honorable mention to Bluebird. I just feel like we have to throw that out there. Like the whole world knows that song, even if they don't know where it's from. Like they know that tune.
Also, not to just harp because we can say this for everything, but Attack on Titan does the music really well in big scenes.
Yes, they do.
The orchestra and the chords and all that, they not do that.
Hey, Naruto too. Okay, I mean the drums kick in, and you're like, let's go.
Anime in general does music very well. I mean, like any good anime, I guess.
And if we want to talk like most iconic and impactful, Pokemon theme song.
Yeah.
I want to be the best. Like I mean, like right now, I can sing it. You know,
that's true.
Yeah. And then we got one way back from Hunter throwing shade at me after Anime Talk Blues. All time question: who scheduled a trip to the Olympics when college football drops? I fucked up. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna email them about it and see if they can move the Olympics so I can play NCAA.
You should. They would probably do it just because, I mean, the Olympics that happens a lot more often than this does. So
they'll understand the ramifications if they don't.
But y'all, actually, I really enjoyed the ChatGPT thing. It was a lot of fun. I feel like I say do it again next month.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that worked well.
Yeah, awesome. Well, y'all, I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate everybody in the comments hanging out with us, throwing shade, but still chatting and all that stuff. We appreciate y'all for listening and talking with us. Eli, Keeton, thanks for jumping on. Joe, as always, I appreciate you, buddy.
All right, see you guys later.
See you, gentlemen.
Adios.